Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Geek channel, and this is where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about two essential candlestick patterns. The first one is the pin bar and the hammer candlestick pattern. These patterns are crucial for identifying potential market reversals and can significantly improve your trading strategy. By the end of this video, you would understand the key difference between this pattern and how to effectively use them in your trades. So let's get started. We start by understanding what the pin bar is and what the hammer pattern is. The pin bar, often referred to as the reversal king, is a candlestick pattern that originally signals a potential trend reversal. It is characterized by a small candle body and a long wick or tail that is at least twice the size of the body of the candle. The long wick represents strong rejection of price levels, indicating that the market tried to move in one direction but was pulled back in the other direction, closing near the opening price. So this is a typical example of the pin bar. The bullish pin bar is formed at the end of a downtrend, suggesting positive or possibility upward reversal, while the bearish pin bar is at the top of an uptrend and might signal a potential downtrend reversal. While the hammer is also known as the bullish bouncer, it is a specific type of pin bar that forms during a downtrend. It has a small body with the top of the candlestick and a long lower shadow, at least twice the length of the body. So this is an example of a hammer too. The hammer indicates sellers initially drove the price down, but buyers stepped in and pushed the price, closing near the high of its period. This is an example of a hammer. When you identify a hammer pattern, it often signals that the downtrend might be losing momentum and a bullish reversal could be approaching. This pattern is particularly noteworthy when it appears after an extended downtrend and it is accompanied by a high trading volume. So while making use of this pattern, our volume indicator is also important. Now let's compare the pin bar and the hammer side by side to understand the differences. While this may appear similar at first glance, there are some key differences that you would need to recognize. The first one is the trend position. The pin bar can signal both bullish and bearish reversal appearing at the top and bottom of trends, while the hammer specifically indicates potential bullish reversal at the bottom of a downtrend. The second one is the wick position. The pin bar can have a long wick on either the bottom or the top or the bottom part of the candle, depending on the reversal direction, while the hammer only have a long wick at the bottom of the candle. The versatility is also a key difference between these patterns. The pin bar are more adaptable and they are useful in various market conditions, while the hammer is specifically used to identify the end of a downtrend. The color in the pin bar is can be an additional confirmation of this reversal direction. It has no meaning because the color is either bullish or bearish. It can vary in any of these candlestick pattern for the pin bar, either in the bullish or the bearish. They are just used as additional confirmations of reversal directions, while the hammer, the body color is less crucial. The pin bar, the color has to be used to confirm the reversal direction. Alright, let's see how we can trade using the pin bar and the hammer candlestick. Let's see how we can apply this in the real chart. Now that we have covered the basics of the pin bar and the hammer, let's dive deep into how we can effectively trade this pattern. We will explore detailed strategies for both, including entries and exit points to help you maximize your trading potential. The first step of this strategy is to identify your pin bar. You pin bar, you look for the candlestick with a small body and a long wick or tail that is at least twice the size of the body of the candle, as we can see the one we have marked out on our chart. We have to confirm the trend. We have to confirm to ensure the pin bar is formed against the prevailing trend. This increases the likelihood of the reversal. The entry point you enter, as we can confirm the trend, we can see that it is in a bearish trend, confirming that we are expecting this pattern. Remember, the pin bar is a reversal candlestick pattern, so forming at the end of a downtrend gives us more confidence in this pattern. The entry point to enter the trade as the open of the candle following the pin bar candle. You have to enter the trade at the end, at the opening of the next candle. This confirmation candle should move in the direction of the potential reversal. You enter when it breaks above the pin bar. You put your stop loss beyond the tail of the pin bar. You just put your stop loss beyond the tail of the pin bar. This protects your capital in case the reversal doesn't materialize. We set our take profits to a minimum of 1:2 or 1:3 as the case may be. We also have to look for key support levels as exit points. We can exit at a previous high or a previous low as the case may be. These can be areas where we can use as potential exit points in the market. Let's see how we can trade using the hammer. The hammer signal a potential bullish reversal. So here is how we can trade them effectively. We spot the hammer by looking for a candlestick with a small body at the top and a longer lower shadow, at least twice the length of the candle. We confirm that it is in a downtrend. As we can see, the hammer is in this downtrend, making series of lows, highs, lower low, lower high, and a lower low. This is what our hammer is trying to explain to us. Our entry point, we enter the trade when the candle following the hammer closes above the hammer high. As you can see, the candle after the hammer candle closed above the hammer candle, so we would enter the trade the moment the candle closes. We set our stop loss just below the low of the hammer candlestick. We set it just below the low of the candlestick to limit your risks in case the reversal fails to materialize. We set take profit to profit target at the near resistance area. This is a resistance area in the market. We will set our take profit to close to the area of the resistance level. Or we can use a minimum of 1:2 or 1:3 as the case may be. So we need to look at common mistakes we need to avoid while using this pattern. The first one is trading against the trend. One of the most frequent error in trading pin bar or the hammer is that it forms against the current market trend. While this pattern can occasionally signal reversals, they are much more reliable when they align with the overall trend of the market. The second mistake we need to avoid is ignoring market context. We need to avoid this critical mistake by failing to consider the broader market context. Pin bars and hammers are most effective when they form near significant support or resistance level, as we can see. This one formed in a critical level. This was a previous support region that got broken, price broke it and came back to retest. They are formed at a critical resistance or support level. This add more confluence to our candlestick pattern. The third mistake we need to avoid is overlooking volume. Many traders neglect to consider trading volume when analyzing the pin bar and the hammer candlestick pattern. High volume during the formation of this pattern verifies the validity and increase the likelihood of the trade. As we can see, we had an increase in volume at the area where the pattern formed. The fourth mistake we need to avoid is overlooking our poor risk to reward management. When we do not consider our risk management, improper risk management is a common downfall for many traders. This includes setting stop losses too close to your entry or avoid risking too much capital on a single trade. So to avoid this, always set your stop loss beyond the tail of the pin bar. As we can see, our stop loss should be beyond the tail of the pin bar or the hammer. Always limit your risk to a small portion of your trading capital, like typically a 1% or 2% per trade. That is what you are allowed to risk in any trade you are about to take. Another mistake we need to avoid is overtrading. Excitement about spotting this pattern can lead to overtrading. Remember, not every pin bar or hammer is valid or is a valid trading opportunity. You have to be selective and only trade the one with highest trading opportunity or highest probability setup. As we can see from the chart, this particular hammer or pin bar at this area of the market was showing us a bullish reversal. We might decide to take a long trade at this area after we see this candlestick and we saw that we took a loss if we took a long trade. So this means that we should avoid trading any pattern and we should trade in line with the market context or the market direction. To avoid these common mistakes, by avoiding these common mistakes, you can significantly improve your trading results when using the pin bar and the hammer candlestick pattern. Always remember this. Alright traders, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you wouldn't miss out on more trading opportunities and more trading tips and strategies. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.